We are here in the Trapper's Homestead this evening after what was possibly the most ludicrous Episode 1 find in the 8-year history of this series. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where still, just holy crap. I haven't done any scavenging here. I've just walked in the front door. That's the second time in 30 seconds of gameplay that Jennifer has yawned in my face. It's kind of rude, I'm not going to lie. There's another Storm Lantern, which we'll break down. Summit Soda, Pork and Beans, Pinnacle Peaches, Herbal Tea. Good start. All right, let's see what's in the safe. I guess we'll do the fast way. Okay, that looked like 36, maybe 35. Ooh, it's 33 actually. Lucky stop. Oh, 33.28. Well, I did say we'd do it the fast way, didn't I? 33. 29. Hypothermia risk is gone.
This stuff will come in handy.
Cash. Just what I needed. Rifle cartridge, I will take. Cash, less than ideal. I'll pick up that jerry can, probably just to drop it again. We have some inventory management to do now that we are here. Nothing in the locker. There's some accelerant.
This much gear.
Antiseptic, Frontier Shooting Guide. That's a good find. Let's go ahead and put that cooking pot there. I'll pick up that firewood, although I probably won't use it all. Here's a note left behind. Ah, Backer 4783. We've read this one a couple of times recently on the channel, so I'm not going to read that one right now. Had a reading of it in the first leg of Season 0. Hey, Fleece Mittens. Who's surprised? There's a hunting knife, an actual hunting knife. A couple of rifle cartridges. Stale chocolate bar. Revolver ammo. Nice. And worn wool mittens. Okay. So nothing else here, though. Honestly, kind of a disappointing haul for the Trapper. Can I say that? Is that allowed? I mean, it is kind of a disappointing haul. Let me make sure that there's nothing... Oh, wait. Hold on. Sewing kit. Sewing kit. That's at least somewhat worthwhile. Okay, yeah. That's it. That's literally all she wrote. There is a little bit of cloth here, which I can take. Glad we found the actual knife. But let's turn around to the drawer here and see what we can put away, because I really don't need to be carrying all the stuff that I'm carrying. It's a little bit ridiculous. So I might be lighting a fire in a moment, so I won't worry about dropping that wood just yet. I'll keep the antiseptic on me in case I get attacked by a wolf. I haven't picked any old man's beard yet, but as soon as I've done that, I will be reconsidering options there. I have a lot of clothes. This is the main area where I need to manage inventory, but also food. Just absurd amounts of food. Okay, so the jerry can, tell you what, why don't I go ahead and do this much? We're going to refuel you. And then drop the jerry can. Well, I suppose if we're going to be organized about it, tell you what, let's use the locker. 66 pounds of storage space. We also do need to be looking out for anything with which we can build the travois, which I'm very, very excited about. Let's keep that in mind as I just make sure that I'm not lugging too much stuff out with me right away here. I probably don't need all those sewing kits. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 of them away and maybe grab another one when the time comes. All right, I'm going to break that down most likely. I'm going to put the improvised knife away because it's not needed. I am keeping flashlights. You'll see me hold on to those a little bit more in this series because we have auroras that come almost every night. They're quite frequent on this particular setting, so I want to bear that in mind. I mean, there's always the chance that, like, something could go horrifically wrong, and something about the custom settings is different now, and as a we already refueled it. And as a consequence of that, you know, the same Aurora setting isn't working correctly in the current version. So maybe that could happen. But from what we've seen so far, that's not happening. Now, I do have these wool mittens that I'm wearing. I found a better pair, though, I believe. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and put on some wool socks. I'll need to repair those because they're actually not as good. Now, these decent insulated boots, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but I'm probably not going to wear them. Let's see what else I can get away with here. So the Mariner's pea coat is probably going to be much better for the outer layer there. So let's go ahead and wear that. Also, I have a ragged thin wool sweater to put on here. Doesn't matter what order I put the sweaters on. I do think we have a better decent wool toque. We do indeed. All right, perfect. So first things first. Let me make sure that I'm well fed here. Well, it's not really the fed part that I'm worried about, it's the thirst. So I did change. If you missed what I said in the first episode, or you're just jumping in, especially if you don't quite know what happened with the first leg of Season 0, in case you missed the premiere yesterday, we are in a new leg, mainly because scurvy wouldn't have worked in the old save. That's the rationale. So we just started over with the run. We're still in Mystery Lake, which is where we were in the first bit of Season 0. Oh yeah, I already drank that. All right, so yeah. And I'm just making sure that I have everything I need. So what I did was I changed the hunger setting and kept everything else the same. So hunger is a little bit more forgiving, which is the same as it was in Against All Odds Season 7, which is still like, I think, Stalker difficulty, but not Interloper difficulty hunger. So the previous Season 0, believe it or not, even though I was saying it was a Stalker-adjacent series, the hunger was Interloper level hunger. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and look at this stuff that needs to be harvested. Thankfully, we can harvest in the dark. Oh, pain has healed. That's so lovely. All right, I know this hurts. I'm sorry, Canadians. I'm really sorry. It wasn't deserved, but I need the cloth. I need it. I need it in my life. I also need to not harvest another pair of socks. I definitely harvested some socks in the last episode, not paying attention, and then immediately caught it. In gameplay, not even in editing. Like, I noticed it. Like, oh wait, did I just do that? Oh well. But thankfully I already had more than enough to wear. So by the time all this stuff is repaired up, I think we're going to be in really good shape to continue exploring Mystery Lake. And then I would honestly like to go to Milton next, because that'll be a good place to continue to search. Not only get some Signal Void stuff done, because we can repair the signal box up there, even if we don't have the shortwave radio yet. Had to think about what it was called. Okay. I hate how long these take to harvest, but it makes sense. I mean, they're complicated shoes. Harvest those. Thankfully, though, because we did that, it's going to be a lot easier to repair not only my leather stuff, but also it's going to be easier for me to get some good sleep in a bit here. Because it is time. And by the time I wake up, it will be hopefully bright and sunny, but we'll see. We will see indeed. So one other setting that is Interloper level that you might find interesting in this code is the world getting colder over time. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we can't repair one, no, obviously. So the world does indeed get colder over time at an Interloper level rate, as opposed to Stalker. So even though the weather is quite forgiving, I'm literally looking at a bed, Jennifer. Literally looking at a bed as you say that. Even though the weather is more forgiving by design in the early days in this code, by the time you get to day 50 and beyond, it's going to be a little bit more intense. There's going to be more going on. So, okay, let's sort by weight and see what I can drink. I can definitely eat these Pinnacle Peaches, and I'm going to focus on that. That's an old kind of best practice that I try to keep implemented, you know, when you're trying to go through the stuff you're carrying as rapidly as possible. prioritize the heaviest items for consumption. Not always, but usually a pretty good idea. Yeah, for example, I don't want to eat these MREs right now. I want to save them. Okay, also, looks like cattails have minor vitamin C. That was a very important thing that I needed answered. And that's good to see. Condensed milk also has minor vitamin C. So we just want to make sure... Also, let's take a look at this. Is there anywhere that it's displayed? No. So the amount of vitamin C that we're consuming at the moment is not shown anywhere. So it's kind of like cabin fever. Like, you have to just keep in mind... We don't run cabin fever in these codes, but like, you have to keep in mind that you need to be consuming enough vitamin C in the same way you need to keep in mind that you shouldn't be indoors too long anywhere in particular. So with that in mind, we will just try to stay on top of that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try and repair the Ragged Mariner's Peacoat. This is going to burn 2 pieces of cloth for every fail, so please don't. Please don't. Okay, good. I'm going to do 1 more. And these are also long repair jobs. Nice. Okay, so that is a full repair on the Peacoats. Let's now go by condition here and repair the socks. Oh, there's a fail. Thankfully, that's just 1 cloth. But we can always fail again, you know. That's always a possibility, unfortunately. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to repair the socks all the way up to 100%. I think I would prefer... Wow, Jennifer.
The guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
All right, pretty thirsty, which is understandable. Let's see. Totally hit the B key there, and then for whatever reason, it didn't actually open my backpack. So my head just swung to the left because I was trying to go over to the inventory tabs. All right, so let's repair. So I've spent almost a full day inside here. But worth it. Main thing I want to do, we're going to do kind of 1 round of repair on everything before I focus too much about getting everything up to 100. Then I'll take inventory of my cloth and make decisions at that point. The main thing I want is just to have stuff that's not glowing at me anymore, meaning nothing orange. That would be nice. It would be nice indeed. Okay. Now we can repair these mittens that are at 51%, and this repair should go all the way up to 100 immediately. Perfect. And we can repair the thick wool sweater, which may or may not finish before... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, yeah. Yep. Well, here's the thing that might happen here. Let's go ahead and... I'll do condensed milk. Because vitamin C. Gotta learn to prioritize those things a little bit. Part of me is tempted just to go to Milton right now, you know? We don't have to stay in Mystery Lake. Matter of fact, we just spent a lot of time exploring Mystery Lake in the previous, you know, series. So there's a part of me that just wants to go somewhere else, especially given that that would give us an opportunity that we need to pursue, which is working on some Signal Void stuff. And then we could dip down into the muskeg, excuse me, and do the same. One thing I'm kind of excited about is that I would not, hopefully, repeat the rookie mistake of going all the way up to the frickin' signal tower in the muskeg after going to the wrong one, not once, but twice. Going to the 3rd signal tower that I could find in the muskeg and not bringing metal with me. That was just me being rude to myself. I was disappointed by that particular error, and so we can make up for that here. Let's go ahead and sleep for a couple of hours, and hopefully, I don't think the sun will have raised by the time I wake up here. No, of course not. Why would I even raise that as a possibility? No pun intended. Okay. Looks like I need to drink a bit of water, but honestly, that's kind of ideal because we need to shed some of this extra weight. We've already shed a good bit of it, thanks to the harvesting, but let's do a little bit more repair before we go anywhere, especially if we are going to go to Milton, which I think I've just talked myself into it. Listen. Don't make me use my new emote on you. I will do it. because my community during the premiere yesterday were human shenanigans, and they were incredibly generous, and now we have 2 more emotes. Sorry, I digress. Thank you for that, everybody. Really means a lot. If you haven't made it to a premiere on the channel in a while, you should come by. It's a wild time. Okay, so I've burned through a sewing kit here. That's definitely something to keep in mind. I think I'm pretty happy at this point with the state of things. Yeah, I'm not feeling a tremendous need to repair those socks at the moment. What I said I would do is, yeah, I only have 3 cloth left. Let's go ahead and prepare to check out. Like I'm leaving a hotel. All right, we're going to put this firewood away. No, not the accelerant. The firewood. Also, I do have a book, which I could read and not worry about ever again. That would be nice. We're going to keep that metal for the aforementioned reasons. We're going to definitely put those cans away. We're going to let that disappear into the abyss. And we will take another one of the sewing kits that we put in there. All right, anything else that I can leave? I still have a huge amount of water because I found so much at that prepper cache. And you know what? This is a little bit risky, but I'm going to put the antiseptic away too. I know. It's a little bit dodgy, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hear me out. A couple of things. I
could eat anything right now.
Literally, Jennifer, you keep like complaining about things that I am about to click something and fix. Please have just a teensy-weensy bit more patience. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. See, now I've lost my train of thought because Jennifer complained. This happens often, Legion. I'm not thrilled about it. But what can you do? She is a stalwart survivor. Far be it from us to criticize. All right, so I'm consuming things that have vitamin C just to... Oh, tomato soup has moderate vitamin C. MREs, major vitamin C. Potatoes aren't cooked. Energy bar is minor vitamin C, and obviously meat products don't have vitamin C. New chocolate bar. The granola bars have minor vitamin C, so that's kind of cool. There's like an added health component now. Think about that. Like we've always kind of had chocolate bars and granola bars on even footing. Yes, there's a little bit more caloric value there. There you go. There you go, Legion. Those of you who've been around a long time. There's a little bit more caloric value in a granola bar, but now it's like it's a granola bar versus a chocolate bar. There's a health difference. Like you get more vitamin C from it, which that's pretty freaking cool. Okay, so with that being done, I do have a book that I want to read. And thankfully, since it's the rifle firearm training guide, it's only 4 hours. And we are not encumbered. I know. It's weird. So let's head out. Yep. Scavenged everywhere I can. Oh. Great. Love that. Love it for me. We will need to be careful with this. This is not an ideal situation. We're going to a new zone without a rifle. And I'm aware of that. Let me grab a stick. Another thing I want to grab while I'm up here is some old man's beard. The idea of being without this... Let's see if I can find 2 more. Yep. Hey! Turn around. 2 more. That's almost as lucky as the frickin' survivor cache. And yes, there have already been a few very skeptical comments on that. Called it. Called it. Oh, there's 3 more here. I might as well. Okay, let's, yeah, we are going to a new zone without any kind of rifle or weapon to defend ourselves. But trappers, of all the locations in Mystery Lake that I'm aware of, I mean, there have been loot resets. Trappers is the place where you're really most likely to find a gun. There are several locations that I used to know before the loot refresh. We checked one of them earlier, and there was not a gun in the prepper cache, unfortunately. That would have been nice. I'm actually pretty tired, but I do have a bedroll with me. That's one thing I haven't repaired yet. It might be worth taking a look at how that's doing. Oh, cave is literally right here. Leave Mystery Lake. Okay. I might make some coffee, to be honest. How many sticks? Yeah, I picked up enough sticks. Let's make some coffee real quick. Fire Striker. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use an accelerant as well, just because we can. It'll still give us fire starting skill, which is lovely. I didn't need to put that many sticks on the fire, but it's fine. No, 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 no. No, I didn't want to open anything. Let's go ahead and place... I'm going to go ham here. I'm going to make as much coffee as I can. I'm not going to put any more on the fire, so we're not going to end up cooking all of them. Unless, hold on. Okay, no. I'm never one to like use the space around the campfire as much as some players do. I know that's a feature, but the thought occurred to me there, like, wait a minute. Oh, why'd that sound? Why'd you hear that? That's weird. I'm not sure if I like that. Hope it didn't. Okay, good. Still have that. You know what? Nice. We already have cooking level 2. That's unexpected. Let's add one more stick so we can have all the coffee. But yeah, the thought occurred to me there, like, hold on a second. I want to drop 2 of these. Could I potentially, like, put a... What I was thinking is, could I put the can down on the ground and be cooking a third? And I really didn't think so. You know, that's not something that has ever been a thing. I've never heard of it, but there's that part of my mind that, like, every time there's an update, you kind of just get curious. Like, we were talking in either the Discord or the comments or both. I think both. In the last couple of days about wolf behavior and how something seems to have shifted in an update that maybe wasn't noted. And not saying that's necessarily the case. We might have just missed something collectively. I might have missed something. Community members might have missed something. But, like, there's always the possibility when a major update drops to a game, you know, that some of the stuff that got changed, either intentionally or unintentionally, is not actually mentioned. You know? That's a thing that is worth keeping in mind. I was trying to look up at my mittens. Look at that. Look at that. It's such a small thing, but it's so... There's a reason I led the freaking premiere in the opening seconds of that video. There's a reason that I led with that. Being able to see your hand coverings and the sleeve of whatever, you know, you're wearing is so fantastic. Also, let me actually drink the coffee that I made. How about that? I'm going to drink a couple of them. Oh, wait. That's what it was. I think I duplicated a coffee. Somehow. There must be a bug. I'm not going to go into how that happened, because not only am I not interested, but I don't necessarily want to feed that monster. But it seems like I just duplicated a coffee. Unless I had a coffee in my inventory that I hadn't consumed yet and I'd merely forgotten about it, which is possible, I suppose. Alright, so now I have a little bit more energy for this trip, which I will need if I'm going to be climbing ropes into Milton. I don't need all the coal. It's weird to say that, but I don't. And again, I'm trying to think in terms of... Yep, there's the encumbrance. Trying to think in terms of that. Because that is not a problem that's going to just magically go away. Okay. I honestly thought there was more to this cave than this. I thought there was at least one big opening, so I might have missed something there. If so, it's fine. The main course, so to speak, is straight ahead. Okay, hang on. Let me go ahead and... I'm kind of tempted to drink another cup of coffee, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, let's do that. Because that will help me top off my thirst, among other things. Let's go ahead and eat some cattails. The main thing I'm trying to do here is just keep my encumbrance at an acceptable level. I love that cattails have minor vitamin C. I don't need to explain to my community why I love that. If you're new to the community, you might need to know something about me. I like my cattails, okay? It's a bit of a meme around here. And of course, as a seasoned Long Dark player, we're all wise to enjoy our cattails. You know? We're all correct to develop that habit. But, I would say I have a bit of a problem. I think that's a fair way to put it. I have a bit of a problem. It's a compulsion. And the number of times that I've resisted it so far in the first leg of Season 0, before we started Season 01 here. Which, by the way, in case you were wondering, this is a pattern that will continue. I will resume, like, Against All Odds with Season 8 at some point in the future, where we, you know, play on a higher difficulty the way that we've been accustomed to. But I like the idea of these Season 0 runs, excuse me, when you just want to vibe. You know? When you just want to chill and enjoy life. That's what they're for. Delightful, foggy sunset here in Milton. But yeah, we will be continuing the pattern. There will eventually be a Season 02, 03, you know, when I feel like doing this kind of run. Particularly, I think I like the idea of doing them to coincide with Tales updates, but I won't commit to that 100%. There might be a Tales update that makes me want to go, you know what? It's time for Season 8. There's a part of me that wants to wait with Season 8 until all of Tales is done, kind of like I'm waiting with Survival School, an update to that. But we'll cross that bridge or that log, you know, whichever, when we come to it. Okay. I will have to do a little bit of weight management here, as expected. Honestly, I just need to drop the coal. Yeah. Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Drop 2 more. Okay. If there's a wolf down here, and because of the population settings that I'm running, there almost certainly is a wolf down here. Do I have a pry bar yet? I think I picked up a pry bar in the... Yeah, there was one in the cache. But if there's a wolf down here, I have nothing except that knife to fight it with. So there are bunnies over there. And there are acorns, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to kind of... Hello? Oh, I wasn't expecting to hit a wall there. I'm going to give this a very wide berth because I suspect that there could be a wolf in the central area somewhere. It's possible... I mean, I might be misremembering, but I know I've run into a wolf down here at least once. I don't know if it's just in story or in sandbox as well. I feel like the last several times in our sandbox games this year that I've come through here, I haven't run into a wolf. So I'm talking myself in circles a little bit here because it's like, is there or is there not a threat? You know? But I just want to err on the side of caution. There is a body here. With a hatchet. Is it better conditioned than the one I already have? Wait, do I not already have a hatchet? Didn't I grab one already somewhere? I might be thinking of when I was doing a trial, but yeah, I don't have a hatchet yet. Okay, well, there's my hatchet. Perfect. But now, unfortunately, I have to do some more inventory management.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
I know. Okay. So let's stay over here. Because this way, even if there is a wolf and we aggro said wolf, we might kind of have an escape route. I don't see one or hear one. And I think I see, yeah, there are bunnies over there on the other side of that log. So, like, starting to feel increasingly safe. Although I do feel like I hear footsteps right now. I always feel like I hear footsteps. It's the backpack sloshing around. And there was a bug, at least one bug in the last, I want to say year, maybe 2 years, where the backpack occasionally made some of the wrong sounds. And I remember feeling so vindicated in an episode at some point, like, yeah, by the way, wasn't just hearing things. Oh wait, I hear ptarmigan. But I have nothing to shoot ptarmigan with right now. That makes me sad. Okay, so thankfully I'm not too encumbered. I have a good amount of energy, and this is not a very difficult climb. So, hooray. How can I solve this problem? Yeah, I actually do need to drop something significant. The coal is probably the surest bet. I just don't need it right now, and there will be more. Or wait. The cattail heads. How about that? There we go. Keep a few pieces of coal. Flawless. Since we're at the beginning of the series again, I definitely have to be mindful of picking up the cattails and the stalks. Once you have the ability to start a fire without tinder, you can safely ignore the heads and just grab the stalks. Okay. Now, yeah, I do have a bedroll. Always with that paranoia. I'll kick it eventually, but not today. Not today. Alright, there's a gunsmithing book. Another hatchet, which might be better condition. It is. Anything around these benches? We've got a couple of stones here. Not going to worry about that at the moment. So we could definitely use the stones if we wanted to hit the ptarmigan, like I was just saying. Not going to do that just yet, although we do have some oak trees here, so I'm going to check for some acorns. I wonder if they fixed the bug with the... I didn't see in the notes if they fixed the... I didn't look for it, actually. Maybe I'll have to check that after this. I'm actually realizing that I might not have put some of the stuff in the description. Like the notes for the patch. I might need to check that too. Anyway, sorry, I digress. I don't know if they fixed the coloration issue with the patches. Although, wasn't that zone specific as well? Not necessarily all of them. I don't know. I feel like it was present to different degrees in different places. Okay. Alright, there's a pry bar. I already have a pry bar, but it's nice to know there's another one. Some accelerant.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, hey, look, right in front of me. There's another tin of coffee. Scrawled message. Memento cache. Not sure where it is, but we'll find out. I actually saw something on the map there, so I actually... I need to look at that again in a second, but I think I might know where that is. Alright, so... let's search a few more things. This is going to be an interesting moment because we're going to end this episode in the same way that the last one ended. Like, I want to make a trip to one more spot. There's some insulated boots. I'm going to grab them just so I can break them down. But we won't have as much stuff to work with when we get where we're going. Okay, hang on. Let me make absolutely sure that I'm not ignoring anything here. I'm going to check all these drawers. Yes, I did. I'm not getting that pry bar because I already have one. There's nothing under the benches. Okay, let's go. Let's get down to the office. Obviously, the reason I wanted the pry bar is so that I could get in the back door of the store down here. And I'm going to step wide. There is not, obviously, because we saw wolves in the last episode, there's not a grace period, FYI. So, and I mean, even if there was, we would be beyond it at the moment. Okay, this is a lot of oak trees, and I want to get to this store. I might come back to harvest these acorns later, but I don't feel a particularly strong need right now to go through every single one of these oak trees and find their acorns. I've got enough. Pretty happy. Okay, so there is a truck here to the right that I want to check. So we're going to do that. So far, I have to say the patch is running well. I don't know what kinds of issues there might be on different consoles or people who run mods, like if all the mods are working appropriately. But so far, it seems to be running really well for a week of build. And as far as I know, I don't actually think I checked today before I booted up the game. So there may have been a hotfix already, but as far as I know, there has not been one. All right, there's some... There could be a wolf nearby. I need to be careful here. There's some old man's beard. I haven't actually made the old man's beard wound dressing yet. Okay, so here's the back door. Gonna pry this open and use this as a happy little stopping point. Because I'm actually looking at the clock, and it is exactly the moment that this episode needs to go live right now. So we're going to stop this one here. In the next one, I'm going to scavenge this store and then head into Milton proper. We have a lot of looting to do here, and hopefully along the way, we will find some things that we can actually use to defend ourselves with. That would be nice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For channel members and badges in general, look for the join button to learn more. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.